gotta tell them about something. We gotta tell them about the truth so they don't assume the worst. Hey everybody, it's Steven the YouTuber. Let's get into this little short update. Hey guys, this is an update video. It's actually my dog. Um, it's actually referring to my older content I have on here. You might see on my channel, um, older videos from about 2 years ago, 1 year ago, I don't know, about weed grows. And this is just an update video to say I'm not smoking weed anymore. I'm not getting high. It's been since late June, and I'm proud to say I'm sober. And it has been a very long struggle. Addiction is a very real thing. It's a very, scary thing because it robs you of time. And there's people out there who are very younger than me and they're in addiction and they don't even know it, or that and they're in it right now. So I'm happy to say I am sober now, and I've made like in massive internal and external changes in my life, and I went from being like unemployed, depressed, smoking weed to cope with, you know, COVID in 2020, and kind of like the emotional neglect kind of culture I was always living in my teens in 2020 onward, never stopped. So weed was kind of my anesthetic, you know what I mean? To numb and just, but like now I'm super aware of that, and I'm like, okay, no, 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 I'm not gonna sacrifice my lungs and my mental health for that addiction of THC consumption at a high amount daily. And now, I went from being unemployed, um, depressed, dependent on this thing, to being employed, first full-time job ever, and just doing this massive excavation on my internal self, my true self, my inner artist, and it's finally in fruition as we speak for about a month. But really, since August 1st, there's a catalyst that happened in July, and I was so moved. I've been so moved all the year by inspiration, music, different bands, artists that have brought me to tears, really, and brought me to power. Because it makes me think about, and mirrors makes me, puts a mirror up to my life, and what you can do about it. You don't have to just lay down and just be like, this really sucks. I'm alone and everything sucks. I'm just gonna lay here and just give up. Like, no. Everything you've been through is makes you even more valuable in art and in social belonging and in your purpose. And you don't find your purpose, you make your purpose, or you feel your purpose. So this channel is now dedicated for about a month now to music, because music saved my life. Even before addiction in 2020, I was the depressed kid, the outcast, the anxious kid, the socially avoidant kid. Now I realize that is not who I am. I was a sabotaged extrovert musical person. And now I've reclaimed that self, by giving up weed, by using sacred medicines, eating healthy, healthy self-talk, healthy external changes, healthy internal changes. That's what it's all about. Anyone can do it. You can do it. I'm definitely not even at my uh where I want to be right now, but I'm working on it, and that's all that matters. So, um I guess this is just an update, just clarifying my YouTube content of the past from like 2 years ago, um, and how I've changed and how you can change and you don't have to be numb. You can feel, you can cry. Crying is one of the best things you can do when you're depressed, lonely, stressed. Like, if you don't cry, it's just gonna make it 3 times worse. I'm telling you. I'm telling you right now, I've seen it. I see it every day. And I have lived with people who never cry and they project it and they infect and they contage. They give it as a contagion, their stress and anger. And when you cry, you come through the other side. And sure, it's painful, sure, it's scary, but on the other side, you become kinder, you become more flexible, and it feels way better. So, yeah, I do have an a art sorry, a music project coming up that I'm working on. It's about 25% done right now, and it includes scenes of, I'll just leave it at that. And I just been working a lot on my exit fund, my independence fund, which is work. So, yeah, I haven't really been able to record more scenes for it or edit, but I feel good about what I did. I didn't even watch it back, and so yeah, that's coming up, and that's a cover, but it's like a more sophisticated. It's not even work for me. It's very enjoyable for me to work on it, even though it's complex and it requires more effort. But anyway, I hope everyone's doing good. Um, you can just my end message is that you can take emotional shambles and wounds and whatever and turn it into absolute gold for others in your behavior or your words or your music or your art outlet or anything. And if you don't have an art outlet or music outlet, you can create one from scratch. There's BandLab. You can get a guitar. You can get a piano. I'm just stop rambling because it's supposed to be a short update. But I love everybody out there. Thank you for watching this update. Yep, I'm sober now. I'm way different now. I'm just logging this and saying that I do not condone THC use. I guess maybe once a month, something like that, if you have the time. But like, seriously, like, I cannot tell you what I went through for 5 years, 4 years. But anyway, yep, new project coming up soon. Anyway, thank you for watching so much. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Oh my god. But no, thank you for watching, and I'll see you when the time is right with my art or another update. Who knows? Bye.